Welcome to the frozen edge of the world, where survival is earned in blood. Presented to you by Rescue Realm Chronicles today. The wind howls across the tundra, a relentless force that strips heat from the living and buries the dead in white. Here stands the musk ox, a survivor from the Ice Age, built to withstand temperatures that would freeze a human instantly. They move as a massive dark river against the snow, their breath forming clouds of steam that vanish into the storm. Every step is a struggle for energy, digging through the hard crust to find the meager frozen vegetation hidden deep below. A young calf stays close. The Arctic wolf is a master of this domain, a hunter designed by evolution to exploit the slightest weakness in prey. They travel in single file to conserve energy, stepping in the leader's tracks as they close the distance to the herd. The matriarch senses the shift in the wind, the metallic scent of predator approaching on the freezing breeze of the afternoon. The wolves accelerate, breaking their line to fan out across the snow, cutting off escape routes with practiced military precision. The oxen form their legendary defensive circle, a fortress of fur and bone designed to repel any frontal assault from wolves. A young bull, inexperienced and terrified, makes a fatal error by stepping away from the protective flank of the elders. First blood is drawn as a wolf clamps onto a hind leg, adding the weight of pain to the exhausted runner. Exhausted, he turns to make a final stand, chest heaving, steam rising from his body like a dying engine in winter. The circle closes again, but this time it is a circle of teeth around one alone, with no hope of rescue. He swings his horns in desperate arcs, a futile attempt to keep the inevitable at bay as the pack tightens the noose. The signal is given, and chaos erupts as the pack descends from all sides, overwhelming the solitary defender with sheer numbers. Snow flies in a violent cloud, masking the struggle, a cacophony of growls and cries lost in the roaring Arctic wind. Gravity and exhaustion win the battle, bringing the giant to his knees as the pack swarms over to finish the task. In the distance, the herd remains frozen in their defensive ring, silent witnesses to the tragedy that ensures their own survival. The pack feeds, replenishing the energy burned in the chase, ensuring they will live to hunt another day in this wasteland. Scavengers arrive, the opportunists of the tundra, waiting for their turn at the table, completing the cycle of energy transfer. Sated and tired, the wolves seek the shelter of rocks, curling up to sleep while the wind sings its lullaby. Emerges from the shadows, their discipline unbroken, their hunger a constant companion that drives them forward into the snow. They meet again on the white plains, old adversaries locked in a struggle that defines the very essence of the wild. A hoof strikes the earth, a declaration of strength, a warning that this life will not be taken without a fight. Teeth are bared in response, a promise of violence, a reminder that nature feeds on life to sustain life. The musk ox stands as a sentinel of the north, a testament to the power of endurance against the cruelest elements. The wolf runs as the spirit of the wind, a phantom that ensures only the strongest genes are passed to tomorrow. Life here is stubborn and resilient, finding a way to bloom and persist, even in the shadow of death and ice. Young pups play near the dead, practicing the pounces and bites that will one day determine whether they live or die. Seasons change, the ice melts into rushing rivers, and the land transforms. But the ancient rules of survival remain unchanged. Summer brings a brief respite of green grass and warmth, allowing the herd to fatten up before the winter returns. The wolves find easier prey in the summer sun, feasting on hares and rodents, teaching the next generation how to hunt. As the sun rises higher, the snow glitters like diamonds, a breathtaking beauty that masks the brutality hidden just beneath the surface. We leave them now to their world, a place where respect is demanded by the elements and survival is the only law. Thank you for witnessing this story of survival with us. Brought to you by Rescue Realm Chronicles. Until we meet again.